Alright everybody, we're going to do another waking up the fish video here this morning. Today my concern is going to be with the native tank. I recently put some new shiners in there, and so far so good. We haven't lost any. And we're going to check out first thing here in the morning. This will be the second morning I've come down here to see these shiners in this native tank. And so far, I have not lost a single fish. And it looks like we still have not lost a single fish unless it's been, devoured on the bottom or something like that. But I haven't seen any remnants. I haven't seen any evidence of any dead fish or anything. So I think we are still at 100% survival rate, which is just amazing for bringing home bait fish from a bait and tackle shop. So I guess that's it. That was just a short video. I suppose we can go around the room and turn the rest of the lights on, but I was expecting to see something worth videoing here, maybe some crayfish up on the woodwork or something, but we're not really seeing much of anything of interest. That, I believe, is the big crayfish of the tank now. Now, that's not necessarily big by virile crayfish standards, and when I say virile crayfish, I'm not judging the crayfish. That's the species. They get about 6 or 7 inches long, although it's seldom, even in the wild, that you'll see one that big. And I'm guessing when they measure, they're measuring from the tips of the claws extended in front of the animal to the tip of the tail. I don't think they're measuring like from the eyeballs to the tail, because 7 inches, I've never seen one approaching that size. That would be enormous. So the 6 to 7 inches is probably measured when the laid out on the ground with the claws in front of them to the tip of the tail is how I'm guessing they would come up with that measurement. So, alright, let's get back to it and finish turning some lights on, since there's not a whole lot of excitement going on in there. Here's my gourami tank after its big grooming the other day. I still am going to get in here and do a major rework. I really do need to get in here and do some work in there. But boy, it looks so much better and nicer now that I've got a lot of the plant and everything cut away from the edge. You can sort of see how these are cut flat and all of this stuff is just sheared off flat. I literally just took my hand and grabbed chunks of the plant and then took my scissors and snipped and just cut big pieces of the fern out of there to allow light to go all the way to the bottom. So it looks a lot better, but it will still look better yet even when I'm done doing my rework. So here's my T-bar tank. Angelfish looks good. T-bar should be down in the corner there. That's where he sleeps. I don't see anybody floating. Come over, we got 2 light fixtures on this tank. In this tank, I have been looking and looking and looking for that little bristlenose I put in here, and I have not seen it since that last video where we all saw it. So I haven't seen any signs or evidence of it either. Usually you can look around and you can see sort of scrape marks and clean spots on the woodwork or the rocks or the glass or something, and I have yet to see any evidence, and I have yet to see it hanging on the glass anywhere. So I'm not 100% sure that we even still have that bristlenose in this tank. I'm not assuming it's dead at this point, but that is a very realistic possibility because I've seen no signs of it in like a week or something. So we'll see. I think it's getting about time I start adding some fish. I just got to afford to be able to do it. This tank, almost all my Otocinclus in this tank are gone, and I could probably use some rubber lips or similar bristlenose. There's just a few small species of fish like that I can put in some of these tanks that'll give me good cleaning. See, this is what he does the vast majority of the time. He's a really cool looking fish, but you could almost just take a picture of him and he just hangs out and sits there, floats. He's looking nice and chubby this morning too. Everybody looks good here in the 125. And there's Butterbean hiding under his cave. And everybody looks okay in the quarantine tank, which again, you're not going to get to see just yet. I am going to do a reveal video on the quarantine tank once I've got 35 patrons over on my Patreon channel. Right now I seem to get stuck at 26. I've got 26 patrons, and I have for about a week now. So get on over there and check it out, and subscribe while you're there. When I get to the 35 subscribers, all of my patrons or subscribers, whatever you want to refer to yourself as, will get a behind the scenes look at what's in my quarantine tank. And I'm even thinking I might swing by the pet store today. I'll be down in the area of my Good Pet store, so I might stop in there and pick up something I've had my eye on for a while, provided they still have them in there. So at the very least, make sure you're subscribed here to my YouTube channel, and then that way you won't miss any of the videos I've got coming up. So I'm going to say thanks for watching this one. This one here is my T-bar tank. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.